Welcome, Scorpio. Thank you for tuning in to your horoscope for December 10th, 2025, on your channel, Zodiac Attraction. Discover what the future holds for you in terms of finances, lucky numbers, love, health, work, family, compatibility, and favorite color. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on daily updates. Get ready to explore your destiny. Let's get started. Lately, it feels like your thoughts have been spinning a little too fast, tangled in worry, doubt, and overanalysis, the kind that keeps your heart racing and your mind restless at night. Whether it's a question of love, finances, or both, your spirit may be feeling overwhelmed by the noise of what ifs and what now. And when we find ourselves caught in that haze of overthinking, it's easy to mistake confusion for reality. But confusion is not your truth. It's simply a sign that your energy has drifted away from your center, from your power. This moment is inviting you to reclaim that power. Perhaps you've been awaiting a text, a sign, an opportunity, or a breakthrough. You may be yearning for more clarity, more abundance, more purpose, more love. The desire is valid. But remember, when we long from a place of lack, we unknowingly anchor ourselves in scarcity. And the universe, ever responsive, reflects that back. Scarcity thinking is like fog over a beautiful view. It doesn't change what's there, it just hides it from sight. Your clarity isn't gone, it's just waiting for you to clear the mist. Your soul is in the middle of a shift, one of those silent upgrades that don't announce themselves until you look back and realize how far you've come. Everything around you is in motion, even if it feels like you're standing still. That disheartened sensation you've been feeling isn't failure. It's your spirit whispering that it's ready for expansion. You're not stuck, you're shedding. The moonlight may cast shadows, but it also illuminates the path. Judgment is coming in not as a sentence, but as a revelation. A clear note in the middle of static, reminding you that your calling hasn't forgotten you. When the waves of emotion hit, whether tied to love, money, or identity, your instinct might be to react, to fix, to panic. But this is your invitation to pause. Emotions are messengers, not masters. Let them speak. Then, like clouds passing across the sky, let them drift away. I see you. I feel you. I release you. This small act, this ritual of awareness, can become your lighthouse. Every time you practice it, you realign. Every time you ground into it, you reclaim a piece of yourself that fear tried to borrow. You are not your negative thoughts. You're not your doubts. You are the awareness behind them. Vast, capable, creative. When energy feels stuck, movement helps. A walk under open skies. A drawer reorganized. A song that shakes the heaviness from your ribs. Even the smallest act of intention creates momentum. And that momentum carries you back to lightness. In that lightness, abundance flows. Opportunities appear.
Solution unfold.
Not because they weren't there before, but because now you can finally see them. So don't fall for the illusion that you have to figure it all out before you can feel better. Feeling better is the first step. Anchor your mornings in what uplifts you. A voice that inspires, a meditation that centers, a rhythm that returns you to your breath. Just 30 minutes of intentional energy can set the tone for your entire day. Choose to calibrate not to fear, but to trust. And watch how that choice shapes everything you touch. If you're longing for a deeper connection, more income, or more meaning, it's all within reach. But it starts by honoring where your focus lives. Focus is a wand, a spell, a sacred declaration. Use it wisely. Aim it toward what enlivens you, not what drains you. When you organize your space, you organize your frequency. When you command your mind with clarity, you don't just think, you create. You are not here to beg life for joy. You are here to embody it, even in the smallest gestures. So go clean that drawer, light that candle, put on the song that reminds you of who you are. In those simple, sacred actions, your alignment returns. And from that alignment, all things flow. You are clean. You are connected. You are in command. That is your magic. That is your power. And it's more than enough to open the next door. Keep choosing light. Keep following satisfaction. And keep going. The universe is already adjusting its stars for your arrival. Let's see what the tarot has in store for you today. Scorpio, today's energy arrives like a slow-rising tide, subtle at first, then undeniable. You may feel as if certain areas of your life have been paused or moving in slow motion, but beneath the surface there is powerful momentum gathering. Today's reading highlights the dismantling of old fears, the return of your inner strength, and the arrival of clarity where confusion once reigned. Let's explore the 8 cards guiding your path today. Card 1. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man reflects the very sensation you've been wrestling with: stagnation, delay, suspended motion. For Scorpio, whose nature thrives in deep emotional currents, this pause can feel like confinement. Yet today, this card encourages you to view your situation from an entirely new angle. What felt blocked is actually preparing to shift. You're being asked to release the impulse to control every detail and allow divine timing to unfold. A breakthrough is forming, and this card reassures you that the slowness you've sensed is not punishment, it's preparation. Card 2. 8 of Swords. Following this theme, the 8 of Swords mirrors the mental confinement referenced in the source text. This card highlights a pattern of overthinking or assuming the worst before seeing evidence. Scorpio's sharp intuition sometimes turns inward into self-doubt, creating an unnecessary prison. Today, this card invites you to challenge your own thoughts. What fear is self-constructed? What story needs rewriting? The key message: liberation begins the moment you recognize that the bars around you are made of old beliefs, not destiny. Card 3. Knight of Pentacles. Here is the slow-moving energy that dominated your reference reading. The Knight of Pentacles shows that something you've been expecting, money, stability, or a long-delayed goal, is approaching with steady but undeniable certainty. Scorpio often wants intensity, transformation, and rapid progress, but today the universe reminds you that consistency builds deeper security than speed. Whether it's finances improving or a work opportunity settling into place, this Knight promises reliability and a practical victory earned through patience. Card 4. Strength. Strength arrives to remind you of your power after a period of feeling drained or unseen. This card speaks directly to the Scorpionic resilience that often goes unacknowledged, even by you. Today you may notice people treating you with more respect, admiration, or curiosity. You radiate quiet confidence, and others feel pulled toward your magnetism. Strength reassures you that your talents, your inner fire, and your perseverance are being recognized. Whatever you thought you couldn't handle, you will. Card 5. The Devil. This card appears exactly where it should in your narrative of intensity and tension. The Devil highlights magnetic attraction, temptation, and deep desires, especially those rooted in passion and intimacy. Someone in your energy field feels drawn to you with overwhelming force. Their desire is not superficial, it's primal, consuming, and complicated. This card also suggests a mutual pull. If you've felt someone's gaze, even from a distance, this confirms it. However, the Devil also warns against repeating old emotional cycles. Attraction is powerful today, but discernment is essential. Card 6. The Empress. A welcome shift. The Empress ushers in abundance, growth, and the tangible results of what you've been nurturing internally. Your economic worries, exhaustion, or the feeling of never arriving begin to melt away under this card's influence. The Empress tells you that something beautiful is gestating in your life: a new opportunity, a creative project, a financial improvement, or even a new love. Scorpio rarely allows themselves to feel safe, but today the Empress invites you to trust that abundance is not only coming, it's already forming behind the scenes. Card 7. 8 of Cups. This card mirrors your recent emotional withdrawals. The 8 of Cups shows you walking away from something that drained your energy for too long: an unhealthy attachment, a toxic environment, or a relationship that felt one-sided. Today, the universe applauds your courage to detach and rebuild. This card affirms that leaving something behind was not a failure, it was alignment. You are rebuilding your life from stronger foundations, and this card signals emotional maturity and decisive inner rebirth. Card 8, the Star. The Star is your final and most luminous message. This card echoes the final lines of the reference text. Your light is reaching someone. You are divinely protected, divinely guided, and divinely inspired today. The Star represents hope restored, spiritual clarity, and a mysterious connection growing stronger with each passing day. Someone feels your energy profoundly whether they admit it or not. Expect a gesture, a gift, or surprising communication. This card also blesses your home, your family, and your emotional world with healing and renewed faith. Today, Scorpio, the cards weave a story of release, renewal, and rising power. The Hanged Man and Eight of Swords reveal where fear and stagnation have held you still, while the Knight of Pentacles and Strength show the return of movement, opportunity, and confidence. The Devil exposes intense mutual attraction and magnetic connection, while the Empress confirms abundance manifesting in your material world. The Eight of Cups honors your emotional evolution, and the Star crowns your reading with divine protection, renewed hope, and a destined encounter. Today marks the shift from stagnation to momentum. Trust the process, trust your strength, and trust the light you radiate. Now we'll tell you how it will go with money and luck. But first, remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications. This helps us a lot, and so you never miss your daily reading. Money and luck. Money matters move into sharper focus today, Scorpio, and the universe nudges you toward a more grounded understanding of your financial landscape. That lingering sensation of moving through molasses begins to lift, giving way to clearer pathways and more organized thinking. You may notice that delays you once interpreted as blockages were actually moments of divine recalibration, shaping you for the steady progress now unfolding. The Knight of Pentacles energy echoes loudly here. Slow growth, yes, but reliable and deliberately structured. You are also being guided to question certain beliefs you've carried about scarcity. The Eight of Swords reminds you that not every financial fear is based on reality. Some of them are inherited stories or outdated assumptions. Today, you gain an opportunity to untangle those mental knots, creating space for better judgment and sharper instinct. The moment you break free from this inner narrative, opportunities you dismissed earlier reappear with new clarity. The Empress's influence on your money sector brings a promise of abundance, but not in a sudden windfall form. This is abundance cultivated through consistency, nurturing, and strategic planning. If you have been preparing for a major purchase or investment, the energy today encourages patience, mixed with confidence. Something you once believed was out of reach begins to feel not only accessible, but aligned with your evolving path. Unexpected financial support may also show up through allies or mentors. Someone who recognizes your dedication might offer guidance, a connection, or material assistance. This is not charity, it is recognition. Your commitment does not go unnoticed, and today serves as a reminder that financial progress is sometimes a collaborative experience, not a solitary battle. Be mindful of impulsive spending, especially if driven by emotional depletion. The lingering weight of the Ten of Wands warns against compensating stress with indulgence. Stay anchored in long-term vision rather than short-lived distraction. Your intuition is heightened today, making it a powerful ally in discerning what is necessary and what is merely noise. Overall, your financial momentum is building even if it still feels subtle. Trust the rhythm of progress and lean into gratitude for what is forming behind the curtain. Prosperity is not just a future event. It is a present energy expanding moment by moment. The tarot gives you your lucky number. Your lucky numbers for December 10th are 15, 64, 11, 42, 24, 73. Daily love. Love today carries an aura of mystery and intense magnetism. The Devil card's influence adds a fascinating layer of attraction, raw, passionate, and deeply compelling. Someone feels drawn to you in a way that transcends logic, and their energy is almost electric. Even if communication between you has been minimal or inconsistent, their pull toward you grows stronger. This is mutual attraction, the kind that lingers in the air like an unspoken confession. The star amplifies this emotional connection, illuminating a bond that feels destined or spiritually charged. Your light reaches someone who may not openly express their feelings, but their soul recognizes yours. This card suggests healing in old emotional wounds, making space for a more honest and heart-centered connection. You may sense someone thinking of you intensely. This intuitive nudge is accurate. For Scorpios in relationships, today encourages transparency and rebuilding. The Eight of Cups appears not as a warning, but as a reminder of the emotional baggage you've been shedding. Past disappointments no longer dictate your present. Instead, you step into clearer emotional territory where vulnerability becomes a shared strength, not a personal risk. Singles may find that unexpected romantic possibilities stir beneath the surface. The Empress signals the potential for new love, warm, nurturing, and aligned with your growth. This may be someone you've overlooked or someone who has been quietly observing you. Their intentions are sincere, and their affection will feel like a gentle awakening rather than a sudden storm. Meanwhile, the Hanged Man encourages you to release expectations that love must appear in a specific form. Today's romantic energy is unconventional, but deeply transformative. Remaining open allows the universe to surprise you in ways you may not have anticipated. If you're reconnecting with someone from your past, strength appears here as the reassurance that you are more emotionally equipped now. You can navigate old patterns with new wisdom. This is a day where clarity begins to replace confusion, especially in matters of the heart. At work, today's work environment carries a blend of determination and creative potential. The Hanged Man suggests that recent delays in your career were less about obstacles and more about pushing you into a necessary perspective shift. You may suddenly see solutions that weren't visible before, simply because your angle of approach has changed. Strength plays a pivotal role in your professional sphere, reminding you that your resilience is one of your greatest assets. You may be placed in a position where others rely on your steadiness or your ability to remain calm amid uncertainty. Today is a moment where your inner authority shines, grounding those around you and elevating your influence. The Knight of Pentacles indicates that consistent effort in your career is paying off. Even if results have felt gradual, a turning point is arriving. This card supports long-term success over fleeting achievements. Tasks you commit to today have the potential to blossom into major professional wins. The Empress contributes creative inspiration and the birth of new ideas. If you're in a field that requires artistic vision, mentorship, management, or entrepreneurial spirit, her influence blesses your endeavors. This is an ideal day for planning projects, pitching ideas, or refining your long-term strategy. Your intuition can guide you to innovative solutions that feel both ambitious and achievable. The Eight of Swords warns against underestimating your professional capabilities. Avoid self-defeating thoughts that tell you you're unprepared or unqualified. Today's tarot spread indicates that you possess far more mastery than you give yourself credit for. Recognize your strengths and let them guide your decisions. Overall, your professional path is strengthening, stabilizing, and beginning to reflect the effort you've consistently invested. Trust that you're moving in the right direction, one practical step at a time. Health. Your emotional and physical well-being are interconnected today, Scorpio. The Eight of Swords highlights how mental pressure or overthinking may be manifesting as physical tension, tight shoulders, fatigue, or disrupted sleep. Becoming aware of how your thoughts affect your body is the first step toward restoring balance. Strength appears again here, encouraging you to take gentle control of your routine. Your vitality improves when you develop habits rooted in moderation rather than extremes. Today is ideal for small adjustments, more hydration, light movement, deeper rest, and moments of quiet reflection. These simple acts have unusually powerful effects under today's energy. The Hanged Man asks you to slow down and prioritize introspection. Pushing yourself aggressively could lead to burnout. Instead, give your body permission to recalibrate. This is not inactivity, it is conscious restoration. Even 5 minutes of mindful breathing can reset your entire nervous system. The Empress brings nurturing energy into your health sector, encouraging self-care practices that feel both comforting and grounding. This may be a day where cooking nourishing meals, stretching gently, or spending time in nature enhances your emotional clarity. Anything connected to beauty, comfort, or nature carries healing qualities for you today. The star reinforces the theme of renewal. This is a time where healing can unfold gracefully, especially if you've been recovering from emotional stress or physical strain. Listen closely to your body signals. They are more accurate than ever. Your health today is not just physical, it is spiritual, emotional, and energetic. By honoring all levels of your being, you realign your vitality with your purpose. Family and friends. Family dynamics today may bring important realizations. The Hanged Man suggests a situation at home that has felt unresolved or confusing, but you're beginning to understand it from a new perspective. What once seemed immovable is now shifting, even if slowly. The star brings hope into family relationships, encouraging reconciliation, understanding, and compassion. Someone in your family may be deeply affected by your emotional strength and quiet wisdom. Your presence becomes a source of calm and direction. The Ten of Wands appears as a reminder that you may have taken on too many responsibilities, especially concerning loved ones. Today encourages you to release burdens that don't belong to you. Supporting family is admirable, but carrying their emotional load is draining. The Empress radiates warmth into your home, symbolizing comfort and growth within your family environment. Conversations may become more nurturing, and there may be a renewed sense of togetherness. This card can also indicate positive news within the household, expansion, celebration, or a shared opportunity. The Devil serves as a warning to avoid old generational patterns, arguments, guilt cycles, or emotional triggers. Today's energy allows you to break these patterns with grace and emotional intelligence. You don't have to respond the way you once did. Strength concludes this section by reminding you that your family admires qualities in you that you often overlook. They see your resilience and rely on your wisdom more than you realize. Your role within your family is evolving, and today highlights that evolution beautifully. Compatibility. Scorpio's strongest energetic alignment today is with Earth and Air signs, each offering something distinct. With Taurus, the chemistry is grounding and stabilizing. This sign helps balance your intensity with practicality, creating a harmonious exchange. Conversations feel sincere and bonds deepen. Virgo enhances your sense of purpose. They help you organize, analyze, and strategize, bringing clarity to areas where you felt scattered. Together, you form an efficient and intuitive duo. Capricorn offers ambition that mirrors your determination. This pairing is powerful for building long-term goals, both romantically and professionally. Capricorn's steadiness complements your emotional depth. Aquarius matches your spiritual frequency today, thanks to the star's influence. Their unconventional perspective awakens new ideas in you, and your emotional depth draws them closer. Expect surprising synchronicity with this sign. With Cancer, emotional bonds intensify. You may find comfort, understanding, and shared vulnerability. The compatibility is nurturing and intuitive. Pisces also resonates strongly today, offering empathy, softness, and spiritual connection. This pairing is emotionally profound, as both signs intuitively sense each other's unspoken truths. Your lucky color today. Deep Indigo, a color that represents intuition, inner knowing, and spiritual illumination. Wearing or surrounding yourself with this hue strengthens your clarity and enhances your emotional insight today. The phrase of the day. Transformation is not a moment. It is a series of small choices made with courage. Thank you so much for spending this moment with me. Remember, the stars can guide your way, but only you have the power to walk it and make it amazing. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love it if you could like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I truly enjoy hearing from you. I'll see you tomorrow, right here on Zodiac Attraction, where we'll continue discovering your incredible destiny together. Until then, keep shining.